Hello and welcome everybody at Kazuma-IT. Today I want to present you the open source password manager KeePass XC. KeePass XC is a password manager that is always encrypted with the industry standard AES encryption algorithm using a 256-bit key. It is designed to keep your passwords safe and works also offline. Because it is open source and offline, it's probably the most secure password manager out there compared to others which, for example, store your data on their cloud servers, which could also be hacked. And with other platforms, you're kinda relying on the provider to keep your stuff safe. In addition to that, KeePass is working cross-platform, meaning it works on all kinds of different platforms like Windows, macOS, Linux, Android, and iOS. Yeah, so I'm already here on the webpage of them. It is keepassxc.org. And yeah, you can read some stuff about the project here and also click up here on the project to read more. But for this video, we want to click here up on download. And then we can already see it's available for all kinds of different platforms like Linux, macOS, and Windows. And yeah, like for iOS and Android, you can get apps in the App Store. Yeah. For example, I'm using Linux Mint here, so I could install the program here with sudo apt install KeePass XC. And like you see, it's already like for every kind of distribution written how you could install it, so no one should have a problem. The problem is if you install it with the standard repository of Ubuntu, you don't get the newest version of Ubuntu. Sorry, of KeePass XC. Yeah, to fix this, you could click on this link here, and yeah, add this repository with this, and yeah, then you always get the newest version of KeePass XC. So I already have it here in my system. So I'm gonna open it here and I already click here on create new database. And yeah, you can give this database a name. So you can maybe if you have multiple see which one is which and even add a description. So passwords is fine for me. I'm gonna continue. And then you can set the decryption time it takes to unlock your database. And yeah, the longer it takes, the more safe it is. But it will also take longer if you want to open a database to, yeah, see a password that you need right now. So you kind of have to decide how long or how safe you want it. And yeah, I'm gonna go with 2 seconds here. It's probably fine. Use the recommended database format. It's a newer format. It's perfect. Continue. And yeah, then we can set the master password to unlock our database. So it's kind of the same like 1Password and LastPass, where you have your master password to unlock the whole database. And we could click on this Vault symbol down here, and this is a generator for passwords. We could set it how we want it, for example, like 16, should be 16 long, and what signs it should involve. You can also show it here with the eyes. But for now, I'm gonna, yeah, I can also show it here. If I maybe have to unlock this database later in the video, I'm gonna go with the simple one. Please don't do this. This is not recommended. It's just for me, so I don't forget the password while taking this video. And we could also set additional securities, for example, a key file or a YubiKey even. And that's like kind of you have to plug in that USB stick with the key and have the master password to unlock your database. That just makes it more secure because you don't need only a password, you also need this physical key to plug in to unlock the database. But I don't have something like that right now, so I'm gonna click on done. And yeah, now it asks me where I want to save my database. And yeah, I'm gonna put it here in my home directory, and that's fine. And yeah, then we could start organizing our database with, for example, creating a new group. And what I always did is I created a group like called website and choose this, world or internet, World Wide Web symbol. And you could also use custom icons here. And I'm gonna click OK. So now I have one category already, and we could click on this button here to create a new entry. If we go, for example, with Facebook, and our username is test, our password is test, gonna need to repeat it in here, and our URL, you can copy that or just write it down. And I could also click on this Volt symbol here to generate a password, which if I click here on accept would be put in those two fields. Also, I can add some notes here or go to advanced options or select a different icon. You can set up it all how you want it. So I'm going to click OK here. And no, I don't want to apply the generated password. No. So yeah, now I have my first entry here. And yeah, like I said, you can organize very well. You can create different groups. And get a good list. But what's the most useful is if you have a big database of passwords, if you like really use for every website, every program, a different password, what you definitely should do, because it's just way, way more secure. The problem is if you have one password for everything, if someone gets that one password, he has access to every single thing of what you have, if he knows those accounts that you have them, and he can just try on like popular platforms, for example. And yeah, if you have everywhere different passwords, it makes all your accounts and your identity just way more safe. That's why a password manager is needed today, and helps us humans to, kind of have the ability to have 30 different passwords, which are like 16 long, for example, because otherwise it's just way too hard for us to remember all those passwords. And yeah, you can also get for browsers like Mozilla, Firefox, and Google Chrome this add-on. It's called KeePass XC. It's an official add-on. And then you can connect it to your database. And for that you have to do one setting. That you click up here on Tools, Settings, and then Browser Integration. And we will KeePass XC browser integration, and then just select the browser you have or you're using, and then if you click here on reload, it should be able to connect to your database. And there, that helps you with logging in on all those websites, because this add-on is the connection between your database. If the database is unlocked, this add-on has access to your passwords and can fill them in those login fields on those websites, which makes it way more easy and way more comfortable for you to, handle all those different passwords. So in the end, I want to give my honest opinion about this tool, and I really think it's a great tool. It's open source, free, and super safe, and it's also super comfortable. What's the problem with most free stuff is that it's like not so well engineered, not so easy to use, not so comfortable. But this tool, it's very easy. I was using 1Password before, and yes, I would say sometimes 1Password is more comfortable or more easy. But 1Password costs money, and your data is lying somewhere where you don't know where it is. So this option is way better for people who want to hold their security in their own hands. And most people think because it's offline, you can synchronize your passwords between all your devices, but that's simply not true. For example, I have a network attached storage in my home, so basically a USB drive that is connected to the network, and I can access this storage from everywhere. So I put my passwords on that storage and configured my KeePass programs so that they access this database from my storage. So it's basically like I'm synchronizing them everywhere. So yeah, it's comfortable, it's safe, and it's easy. So yeah, I hope this video helped you somehow and that you learned something or maybe want to try this tool. And if you want, I wish you fun and that you will like it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Goodbye, guys.